This time, Paul Myers runs a digital agency. Couple of things we got going on here, Paul. Need a stick in header menu, which we don't have. Okay, we don't have one of those up here, and we're gonna want one of those. Besides that, you have an issue with your form right here. Okay, so we got that issue going on. You know, we don't have the location. Are you serving a specific location? We need to put that here. Okay, the form chopped off. And I know you know there's issues already, otherwise you wouldn't have contacted me, but you do have your embed here, which is cool. Let's see, you got your services, you got your headers. Let's see what headers you got here going on. Okay, you got an H1, got your H2s. Okay, that's good. This image is cut off again. This is stacked 3 instead of being equal with these two. Just looking through everything for you, Paul. I like this kind of wall thing you have going here, but I don't know if it's best. I would almost want it to be a video slideshow. You have your featured one, and then the next one comes in, next one comes in, next one comes in. All right, this is good. I'm gonna say this is probably a lead generated form you're using, but I don't know for a fact. Okay, I just want to view everything. You're in North Bay. So let me look at these two. I would assume that you would want to be ranked as web design agency or digital agency in North Bay. Okay, that's what I would assume. And I don't see any reference whatsoever to North Bay in here. Okay, let's look at your contact page as well. Yeah, you're North Bay, Ontario. So either North Bay or Ontario is where I'd want to rank for as a digital agency in North Bay. So let's go ahead and go back home. We're going to run a Lighthouse report. Let's do this in incognito first. So it gives us a true report. But based upon the recent Google algorithm update, we're going to want the core vitals to pass. So the first thing we're going to want to do is get it to pass core vitals if it's not. And it's almost passing. I don't know which builder you're using. We can look real quick and see if we could see it. You're using Elementor. I might be able to work with that, might be able to get it pass without having to rebuild it. But the couple of things I would definitely want to do is fix the form, fix the layout a little bit, make it flow better, those sort of things. Now let's go ahead and do the regular generated audit report. And for that, we're going to pull up link-assistant.com and use their website auditor. If any of you are not aware of it, it's a tool that I use and I love it. I'm not an affiliate of it, but it's just a really cool tool to use to do quick reports. I'll also go back in and I'll do everything manually and double check everything, make sure everything is correct and nothing is missing. But generally speaking, this report gets everything right. I also like it because I can send them over to my clients whenever I'm doing an audit, and they love it whenever they see it. You know, it's just something that you can give them and gives them actionable things that they could fix. It's not just in jargon that they won't understand, but they can actually look at the detailed reports and it will give them step by step on what to do. So while that's running, we're going to go over here and we're going to pull up one last report. And we're going to pull up local Falcon if we can. and see where Mr. Paul is ranking for in Ontario. We'll also look at your GMB and give you an audit on that. So website and SEO is what you're going for. It's almost done on the audit. Hopefully you're having a good day. I'm having a blessed day. Typhoon, I think, is completely done, thank God. So this is in Ontario. It might not let us do it, but we're going to try it one more time. Sometimes Local Falcon won't let us pull it. And then I have to go to another ranking report I have. And it's not going to let me pull it likely. So if I go web design company, and it gives me a network error. So we'll pull it a different way. This is one reason why I have multiple tracking abilities. I use also Link Assistant. They have another tool. It's called Rank Tracker. And then I'll use that to track a website's rankings as well. So we'll use multiple things. A lot of times when it's like this is kind of what we got to do. So let's go ahead and sorry if you hear any banging in the outside. I kind of got it muffled down, but we're having a new office building built besides what we have already. We have a 6,000 square foot facility or house with the office downstairs, and now we're building it outside as well. So the only thing I see you're going for right now is North Bay local SEO. Really, I'm going to tell you, you need to go for something a much broader area, but we can make a whole game plan for you on that as well. But right now, it's just showing you for North Bay local SEO. We could add in web design. We could also just do generic in the North Bay. We could also add in Ontario. This is all in Ontario, Canada, for those of you who don't know. So we got to go in here and we're going to stop the search because it's right now it's pulling everything from the States. So let's go over here to preferences, search engines. I'm going to take the USA off and put Canada. Adding Google, organic, maps, and mobile. And we'll get rid of the USA. Get rid of the USA on that. And run a full Canada report. Just based on North Bay and local SEO. All right. So we'll wait for this report to get done running. But as far as your optimizations and technical SEO, here's what you're going to need. So for example, you got 58 resources with 400 status codes that needs to be fixed immediately. Or 48. You got some resources restricted from indexing. Would double check that out. Too long URLs. You got 49 broken links. On top of that, you got some empty meta descriptions, and we want to fix all that. I'm going to send this over to you, Paul. And I'll save this just in case you want it. And as soon as this is done running, okay, so what we can see is you have 17% visibility in the search engines, and that's mainly for North Bay local SEO, web design. North Bay, you're on page 5, and you're nowhere in the maps except for North Bay local SEO. You're on page 2 and number 13, and we could get that up to number 1 in the top 3 at least. So I'm going to send this ranking report over to you as well. Let's go ahead by search engine. Send this over to you, Paul. If you have any questions in regards to getting started, just let me